Hey guys, and welcome to another great lesson from tipsforeasyphotography.com. So last time we talked about all the basic elements in the develop module, and now I'm gonna talk a little bit about all the advanced tools in the develop module. Okay, so first of all, as you can see, now I have the Portugal collection. Inside I have all pictures and I have selected pictures, which contains now 13 pictures that I have moved from all pictures to the selected pictures. Okay, if you want to find out more about that, please take a look at the first part of the develop module video and you can see all about it. Okay, so now let's say I want to make a panorama picture and just merge these two pictures. Okay, so all I have to do is select them both either with the control in Windows or command in Apple, and just right click, photo merge and panorama. I can also do edit in and merge to panorama in Photoshop. It's pretty much the same. So I don't want to open Photoshop just yet, so I'll merge them in Lightroom. Okay, so I'm gonna click panorama, and as you can see now, if I click auto select projection, it will usually select the spherical, and so usually it will be either the spherical or the cylindrical is also okay. And the perspective, I usually don't use it. Sometimes it doesn't even know how to merge it in this projection. Okay. The cylindrical is usually more, just a little bit bigger than the spherical, but they're both okay. Okay, so just depends what you prefer. And if you click on auto crop, then all the areas that were blank will be cropped automatically. I don't recommend it because I can use it as a vignette around here, or maybe add the missing parts in Photoshop, which I will show later, and then I can have a bigger picture. Okay, so what I'm gonna click now is merge, and you can see here Lightroom is working. Of course, it takes more time if you have more pictures, and of course what computer you're using, but as you can see, now I have the finished picture. Okay, the finished panorama. Okay, so this is how to make a panorama picture. It's very simple. I want to mention the most important thing, I think, in photography that is pretty much missed everywhere. Not everywhere, but it's usually people don't know it, and it's very, very simple. It's just to crop out dead areas. Okay, let's say I have this picture and it was shot with my Tokina widescreen lens, and as you can see, it's a nice picture. But if I just crop it, so I go here to the crop overlay tool and just crop the picture a little, okay, and it looks a lot better. Okay, so if I take a look, I can see this is the before. Okay, it just looks like ordinary picture, nothing important, and after, just a lot better. Okay, so just remember, crop out dead areas. And another great tip, if you're doing a panorama, is not to make a large panorama. Just make it as small as possible. Don't attach 5-6 pictures, because it's just gonna be too narrow. The picture will be too narrow and no one will appreciate it. So just, I recommend 2-3 pictures, no more than that. As you can see here, it's just one picture and it looks like a panorama. So it's a great way to make a panorama. Okay, so 2 tips. Remember, crop out dead areas and don't make a panorama of more than 2 or 3 pictures.